Welcome back to another episode of Quarter Horse Customs. This one's not quite what a guy was hoping for. So this is the day after the test and tune. We're still running late. So I jetted up the carburetor again and I took it for a rip down the road. And here's a spark plug from that. You can see right there, we're still running a little lean. So we're like, okay, well, let's just go ahead and jet up the carburetors. So wife was working on that. And I was like, hey, we do have like 6 runs on this oil. Let's go ahead and change it. When these little buggers come out of your magnetic pickup, that's a cause for alarm. So we're sitting here, we're thinking, okay, so what has snap rings that has snap ring ends? Pistons, rocker arms. I don't know about you guys, but I'm going for the rocker arms first. So here we go. Let's get in here and look. So these little tabs are what we're looking for. So we got them on there. Oh, this one's broken. Right there's a broken one. Might just have to pull all the rocker arms and reset them just to find out which ones are hurt and which ones aren't.
That's what I would do.
I don't think that's a bad idea. Alrighty, I guess we're pulling rocker arms. Well, this one, I'm thinking that's a crack. I think we cracked the rocker arm.
That one's pretty much gone.
That one's broken. This one's good. This is one of the ones we actually replaced a snap ring on before. It's 3 bad rocker arms on that side.
That one's got a crack.
Is it cracked or is it just scratched?
No, back right there, yeah.
Can't tell if that's a crack or a scratch.
I think you should pull it off anyway just to make sure.
This one's bad. Well, that's an issue we'll have to address. That one's bad. Well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 bad
Skip
ones.
the 1, 8.
8. So we got 8.
So literally half a set of rocker arms are bad. Alrighty, so we got 8 fucked up rocker arms. I guess I have to make a call to Trick Flow, and I guess I'll update you as soon as I can. Well, after taking everything apart, getting all the rocker arms out, we have 8 with broken snap rings. That's not going to do us very good. So I rang up Trick Flow and I explained what happened. He said, hey, send me some emails. Send him some emails of the pictures. And he says, don't worry, I got you covered. So we got a set of rocker arms. Brand new. All they want is the old ones back. Sure. So let's figure out how to open this thing and see how they look. I bet you they're gonna look just like that though. Maybe less broken. Actually, they look different. Oh, and they have. Oh, wow. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. What we have here is a significant difference in rocker arms. These are more like a Scorpion rocker arm. Let me go grab one of those. So this is my original rocker arm that we were running. It's a 3/8 stud, 1/6 ratio, Trick Flow. This is a Scorpion from my other engine, which I need to get back with them because these have a lifetime warranty, and I have a concern about one of these, which is why the 387 is not currently running. If you look at these puppies, they look almost the same. I mean, the blue is almost identical. They're made by the same company. I know, okay? So here's our new one. It's a different blue. And it has a much nicer snap ring. I like that a lot better. See, this is the snap ring on the ones that broke. These are the ears that are breaking off. These are the snap rings on the Scorpion side. They're smaller and tighter. And these ones just have a very, very nice snap ring that I don't think I'm going to have to worry about. I did message them and I was like, hey, what do I do about all the pieces? And they said, well, I guess not the first time it happened. So they know there was an issue. They addressed their issue. They made it correct. They corrected their issue. I mean, they sent brand new rocker arms, so I'm not going to argue with that. They said put some magnets in the oil pan if you can't take it apart. And honestly, I have like 2 days, and I have a really big project that I got to start tomorrow. So we caught 2 pieces. We haven't had any oil pressure issues. Odds are they're in the bottom of my pan, but because I have that little lip in the bottom, I'm not going to get it to drain out. So I'm going to stick 3 or 4 neodymium magnets on the bottom, and those suckers are going to get stuck to those. So I know some of you are probably going to yell at me that I need to take the oil pan apart, but don't have the time. But as far as these rocker arms, I am highly impressed with how they look. They look brand new. They feel great. I like the blue actually. and I like the snap rings. If they would have sent me the same rocker arms, the same broken snap rings, I was gonna email them back anyway and say, hey, can we get different snap rings? But having them already upgraded, thank you, Trickflow. I actually like that. Alrighty, let's start getting these puppies put in, and man, I gotta say, they look great. We cleaned them up a little bit, sprayed some brake clean. Okay. Just a quick note, always remember there's a flat side, round side, flat side up for the poly lock to go onto. Well, I need to state a correction. I found some instructions while trying to remember what the torque specs were for the poly locks. And you have to soak these in oil just like you do lifters for a half hour. So make sure that if you get new rocker arms or redoing them, I guess helps the lubrication. Now I'm going to start setting all these guys, and then we can start spinning the motor over, get these guys torqued down, and then we should be good to have the motor running again, so that way we can start next week's project. Alright, now the way I like to do rocker arms, if you watch the 387 build, is we go around and we get it so they're just touching, this is just spinning, and then we go around again. And it's nice because if I gotta go deal with the baby, if I want to go eat, or if I forgot a tool again for the 17th time today, I can just come back and continue doing what we're doing. And then all you gotta do is turn your motor a quarter turn at a time and hold it to get past the compression.
Probably the spark plug, that might be a little easier.
And then we just snug them up again. So that one came down a lot. A little bit harder to reach across when it's in the car. All right. And kind of a good idea. So these are all going to be in the same height when they're done. So if you see one that looks a little funky, it's probably messed up. Now for preload, I normally go a half a turn and then I torque the center nut. But I tried it the last time and it worked pretty good. We're going to do a quarter turn, then we're going to run the set screw all the way down. Then we're going to do the set screw and the wrench at the same time and torque them together, and that's going to be our official spot. So start here, quarter turn. So this one I got to be a little careful because I got to be able to know here to here. Same with this one, here to here. Well, I never do it with them in the car, so there's a little more stuff.
Maybe you can do it with a ratchet. You can do 90 degrees that way.
Maybe.
Set to the 90 degrees.
If you're wondering why my poly lock looks a little different, it's because we run a girdle on ours, so it has to be taller. Because I was kind of cheap, and just buying 3/8 rockers was cheaper than buying new studs, and a girdle, and different rockers. Now we're going to try to let them all run down. Gonna put this little bugger in here, and we're gonna turn them together for a quarter turn. And that should be torqued. Enough. Okay, guy just realized I need a way longer. Okay, and quarter. Yep, that took off a little 5 rockers before I cut that in half and made it smaller and made it so I can actually do this. Way easier outside the car.
Alright, so what are you doing over here?
Well, I went to go use the girdles. This is the condition of my girdle bolts. And one of them has completely exited the chat. I don't even know where it's at the moment. This one. How to use a easy out to take it out. So I went to the hardware store, picked up some bolts. They're the right thread and everything. I went to go put them in. And they don't actually fit into the recess. So I figured what's the perfect time to try out the new drill press. This was actually my grandpa's. Then I went to my uncle and then my dad. And then dad didn't have room for it. And I was like, you know how many times I've sat here with the regular drill for the wrong things? And this thing is like butter. Absolute butter.
Oh, there's a light on there. Heck yeah.
That's what the other button does. Light bulb. So, now, when we do that, I can take my new bolts and fit them in here nice.
I'd also like to say this isn't the old Chinesium. It was made in 1978. This is good old American, well, Taiwan, however you say that.
Alright, to add to the razzle dazzle, just a little bit of Loctite down in the threads.
How old is that Loctite? It's gotta be a couple
It
motor
does the
bells.
damn job.
A couple motor bells, that's for sure.
Buy the big ones. Holy shit.
That one's got, I don't think that one's backing out.
That one needs to be drained out.
Oopsie daisy.
Now we set these all the way up to the top.
By the way, I talked to Midwest Drags today
Oh yeah?
on how to get in. It's $500 entry fee to get in. It's 5 days. I don't know where it's going to be next year. Last year was Oklahoma.
Well, honey, you gotta figure something out because my job doesn't even want to let me do sick week and drag week, so.
Second week of July. I already requested it off.
Here's my vacation form. You don't have vacation days for that. Then call it a 2-week notice. I believe the torque spec is you stop when it's getting sketchy.
Click, click.
Nope.
Click, click. Click, click.
There it goes. Give it back. There you go. Alright, let's spin this puppy over and see how it looks. Oh, valves are doing things. That's a compression stroke. Yeah, they're doing things. Holy crap, that fucker's got a lot of lift. Holy cow.
It's almost like you got like a damn near 600
It's
bit cam.
stock.
Yeah, it's stock completely. I mean, it is running stock times. I'm hoping that this little birdie over here help. Stay tuned for the next video.
Round the fuel pump up. Any leaks?
One foot was stuck maybe. It's weird. But it's also not running, so it doesn't count.
diagnosis is the knocky knock of the rockers is gone. For your bill, we did some unnecessary testing. $13,000. Insurance only covered 2.
You walk away.
All right, in all seriousness, the rockers actually sound a lot better. There was a little bit of a coming from the rockers. You could hear it really bad on drag week, and they're better now. So thank you, TrickFlow, for rectifying the issue and sending us a new set of rocker arms. I gotta say, I know some of you out there are gonna be like, well, I'd never buy them because of the bad. You know what? I can almost guarantee you at one point, every single rocker arm has had an issue. But the fact that they said, hey, yep, we had a problem. We owned up to it. Here's a fix. Here's a new set of rocker arms. Earned my respect. So, this motor is back to ready to go. Tomorrow, I'm gonna back her out, throw her up on the lift, and then I got another project to go for it. And then we have to do another testing tune by Friday. So, thank you for watching. Hope you like it. If you like this kind of stuff and enjoy watching the build of the car and the learning process we go through, please feel free to subscribe. Leave me a few comments. Let me know what you think. Thank you much for watching.
Have a good night.